And today I want to tackle the topic of IoT, the Internet of Things. Remember when your home network had just a laptop, a phone, maybe even a tablet connected? Now we're surrounded by things with an always online connection, and they can be your TV, toaster, light bulbs, games consoles, wearables, washing machines, fridge freezers, and the list goes on and on. And here's a question for everybody listening. I'm quite curious on this one. When was the last time you actually counted up exactly how many devices are currently connected to your home network? So I'm going to give you a bit of homework. I want you to log in at some point and check, and email me techblogwriter@outlook.com, or send me a cheeky tweet at Neil C. Hughes and let me know how many devices. I'm interested in what kind of figures we've got there all over the world. Because the Internet of Things is not just another buzzword. It's here and it's surrounding us everywhere we go. So I decided to get an expert on here to explore the topic further. And Ed Kuzumchak, he's the CTO of Software Design Solutions and also a respected expert on the Internet of Things. As an embedded software thought leader, Ed is also well versed in the challenges and the pitfalls of actually designing intelligence into objects. His experience across multiple industries has afforded him unique insights that I'm hoping he's going to come on and share today that will help companies looking to create, update or improve their own IoT technologies. And Ed has also been a guest speaker at the IoT Summit, Internet of Things Worlds, IoT DevCon, Sensors, Midwest 2018, World Congress 2018, and also blogs regularly for Software Design Solutions. He's also appeared on many, many other podcasts, but not this one. Until now, so let's put that right. Buckle up and hold on tight so I can beam your ears all the way to the greater Pittsburgh area in the US so we can speak with Ed about the Internet of Things. So a massive warm welcome to the show, Ed. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Oh, thank you for having me, Neil. My name is Ed Kuzumchak, and I'm here at Software Design Solutions in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the States. And our company is an embedded system software consulting company. Specifically, we work in the IoT space. A lot of everything from building the embedded sensors, hardware design, embedded firmware, gateways, all the way up to the cloud and doing data analytics up on the cloud. You know, our customers are a wide variety in industrial space, in medical devices, oil and gas, transportation. So a lot of the places that are really starting to embed a lot of intelligence out at the edge, gathering data and sending it up to the cloud. That's generally where we've been involved in for the last 5 or 6 years.
Now, one of the reasons I invited you on the show today is because you're well versed in the challenges and pitfalls of designing intelligence into objects, and you've got experience across multiple industries. So can I ask you to share your unique insights for anyone listening looking to create, update or improve their own IoT technologies?
Sure. I mean, a lot of our customers, they already have electronics out at the edge, but what they might not have yet out at the edge is intelligence. So they might have sensors in an industrial piece of equipment, and industrial piece of equipment, they've had sensors and SCADA systems and closed loop control systems for the last 30 years. But what they're trying to do now is trying to make those systems more efficient. They're trying to reduce the maintenance on those systems. They're trying to get better visibility into the running of those systems. And so when they start down that path, I mean, they can very easily get overwhelmed by folks that are just piling all kinds of information on them about machine learning this and artificial intelligence that. And what I asked them to do is kind of step back and try to say, okay, the system's been running now for 30 years. What of that is working well? And what of that could you improve if you had a little bit more visibility, a little bit more responsiveness, a little bit more data, and kind of break through that overwhelming wave of folks who are trying to, have their sensor, which is perfectly happy being a fairly dumb sensor, be a little bit smarter, not be the smartest sensor on the face of the earth. And I think that is, that's the key. That's the key first point that we work with people on, is figure out what's working well, what would work a lot better if they just had a little bit more data, and to take that first step in their project.
Now, you've been a guest speaker at many of the top IoT events. So as someone that frequents all these events and involved in a lot of conversations with business leaders and thought leaders, are there any big trends that you're noticing around IoT right now?
Well, certainly security and IoT has been over the last several years a very big trend. Obviously, if you're starting to put these objects up, objects that are deeply embedded in your business process, objects that are deeply embedded in your industrial system, and you're starting to connect them to the network, security is a very important piece of that. And that is why, both SDS and our sister company, Applied Visions, why we have on board Insight here, certified security experts that can help us with the early design, help us with the fleshing out of all of the security across the system. Even when you go to the cloud, we can do a review there and make sure that that system is secure. The other side of it that we're seeing is this trend in the pervasive communication that is now available reasonably inexpensively. And I'm talking about Cat-M and NB-IoT, as well as the LoRa and the Sigfox and those types of wireless protocols, where you don't now have to pay the equivalent of a full cell phone bill just to get a little bit of data up to the cloud. And I think that's going to, over the next several years, that pervasive communication for small amounts of data at a very reasonable price is going to change the face of IoT.